Hello, this is Dave at AFX. For business development, a lot of our colleagues in the investigative and title abstracting industry are always looking for ways to attract more clients. A lot of that has to do nowadays with online presence and website presence, and what's the best way to get a hold of people and to get the eyeballs on your business. If you use an analogy of the newspaper or even magazine industry, you note that for many, many years, for decades and even centuries, magazines and newspapers gave away information. They had articles, they had features, they had news that were basically given away. Even if you look at the fact that subscribers paid for a magazine or paid for a newspaper, that really didn't pay for the content. It only paid for the physical delivery of that paper document version of the news or the articles. Really, the money that came in was from advertisers. So if you had a newspaper, you had advertisers for classified and display. For a magazine, you had display ads that were paid for by sometimes national advertisers. How does that affect what's going on right now for business development? Well, if you are a small or large company, you can get that same number of eyeballs to your business as a magazine or newspaper does by providing content. And right now, the type of content that is in high demand is exactly what you're looking at. It's video. Just like a TV show such as Seinfeld or Friends is going to get a lot of eyeballs, if you provide content for people to see at absolutely no charge, you'll get the eyeballs, and then you can turn that into visitors for your site, just like this does. You have advertisements on the video itself. It's not a matter of trying to sell the content or trying to sell the videos. It's a matter of getting eyeballs to your site. A lot of newspapers right now are going to what's called paywalls, where you can't even read a newspaper online unless you pay or unless you are a subscriber to their print version. It's a huge mistake. Newspapers are missing the boat that they think that their content is what's of value that needs to be paid for. You want to get the content out there, get people reading it, so you can sell the advertisements at a higher rate. The newspaper loss of revenue is not so much from the internet and people reading online. It's just that the cost of printing newspapers really doesn't match the need for that anymore. People don't need that printed version, so they need to print less. Just because a newspaper has a multi-million-dollar print machine doesn't make it's worthwhile in the marketplace. It's something that may have worked 50 years ago, but right now it doesn't work. You can still produce that content. You can still produce those articles without having to have that million-dollar printing press and that huge piece of real estate to house it in. The printing and distribution is not really necessary. You can still use the editorial and research and reporting to get that content as a newspaper to gain exposure to the masses and then sell advertisers to third party. So if you're a business, you can use that theory for the same thing. You can create content, write a blog, produce videos like this one, and then have that be the content to get people to your website or to your company as inquiries. And you can create content for consumers based on what you know about and give most of it away for free. Even if you have advice for clients that can do some of the work that they're looking for you for, you may have some clients that will do some of their own investigation. You may have some clients that will do some of their own title search. But if they really need a professional at a higher level, then they're going to contact you because you'll be the expert that have told them how to do the easy stuff. So use the whole media pricing metaphor as a way to develop your business, whether it's investigations or abstracting or really any other business. You can use that media volume out there to gain exposure, to get people coming to your website, and add value to your inquiries and the kind of customers that are most interested in it. Here's the advantage you'll have. You'll even have a bigger advantage over a show like Seinfeld. If you notice on a network TV show, they're not selling product that's even related to the show. The commercials on Seinfeld weren't selling Kramer t-shirts. They weren't selling Soup Nazi coffee cups. They were advertisements for Oldsmobile cars, probably a bad example because they went out of business, but automotive type products or maybe Progressive insurance or whatever it was. They had nothing to do with the show. In your case, your video is going to be exactly about the product that you have to offer. So you'll have an advantage. It'll be a higher rate of inquiry versus those on a more neutral or general type content. Try a little bit of this out. Write some blogs. Get them out there in the internet sphere and see what happens. See if you get people coming to your site or calling you up for more questions. Along that line, if you have more questions, call us up, afxsearch.com for investigations, titlesearch.com, or even just call us up if you want more information on business development.